Okay, we just defeated the Timurids in a very necessary war with the Ottomans' help, although the main thing they did is bulk up our numbers enough that he respected our peace deal. And that was one of the most harsh manpower wars we fought, considering like half my army is 2 mercenary stacks. Cost me like over 20k manpower. But that's fine. The Ottomans have only a small amount of debt, and as far as I'm concerned, he's come online. It's a -10 modifier. Thanks to our trust and stuff, he has plenty of more modifiers. And if we look at his quality versus, let's say, Austria, yeah, he might not be that strong compared to the Timurids. He's got 4 morale as well, I believe. So Austria has 3.8 or something. Yeah, he's got like 4.23 and extra discipline and Anatolian troops. So he's strong versus Muscovy and Austria. Thank goodness for that. Timid spiny work is not necessary. Timurids are gonna kill Ardabel. Okay, let's pop some music on. I'm really enjoying this game, dude. It feels good to play EU4 and actually have fun. So, I need a spiny work Austria. But obviously spiny working Muscovy. I'm gonna do something which I really hope I won't regret. Okay, speaking of which, these forts down here, we're stable if we increase autonomy. Let's try to resolve the economy a little bit. Delete, yeah, even this one. So I've got 2 woodlands forts here, 3 woodlands forts, that's all we have. That was from looting, fake news income. But fort maintenance has gone down to 3 ducats for 3 forts. So the move that I might regret is this one. I can promise the Ottomans land. QQ just looks so free and vulnerable right now. And this is Europe. My troops are literally here. Now, if I promise him land, I'm genuinely getting to a point where like 100 trust. He still needs to take Trebizond. I mean, my logic is that if he can befriend AQ, surely he can befriend our South. You know what I mean? I hope so. But I'm going to try to max relations, max trust up to like 100. And this is Europe. I do need it. So I feel insecure being slow and not taking this. I'm going to take that. And I'm going to give his own culture group to the Ottomans. The Ottomans have done... They have the CCR from admin. That means they have 50 CCR. They will literally core this in like 4.5 months. Because it's fully accepted culture. Which is like crazy. But look how weak QQ is. So I may as well just make the Ottomans a bit stronger really quickly. Before these upcoming wars. I'm gonna... $35. So this guy here something crazy dawned on me. I'm not the biggest Muslim player, but we can invite Scholar. So if we use a relation slot, we have 150 relations. It says, is Overlord is subject or is allied? If we ally this guy who also happens to be allied by the Ottomans, and so hopefully won't disappear or call us into bad wars, he's got crazy diplomacy, we can get 10 AE reduction. Now, our AE has not been very significant, but when we attack Austria, for example, we're going to see Castile. We're going to see a lot more nations, but particularly Castile, who is so far away, I'm not going to be able to start attacking them anytime soon. And they're pretty powerful, obviously. Let's see how they're doing here. 6th great power. AE is going to become more relevant here as we push on, basically. That's the long and short of it. And we have careful, which is insane. So at the moment... It's based on our prestige. If I had 100 prestige, it would be 40, which means we're between 40 and 50 AE reduction with that invite that scholar, which is crazy, like half AE. And then I obviously have Diplo for improved relations. And that reminds me, we should run an improved relations advisor. Let's do it. It's like S tier. I should have allied this guy first. That's okay. So QQ has 2 forts, but if the Ottomans win the battle against him, we get war score from battles. Ottomans took like 7 versus 12k. And wins, what a legend. Okay. 3 sieger. So I was literally doing this war while I'm here. That was part of the idea. I think we should... Where are my cannons? I've got cannons, right? Our army's a mess after that Timurid war. Ramzan, the subject, kicking ass. Good for him. Five cannons. There must be a 6th. There is. I don't know where our 6th cannon is. I've lost it. Here. Okay, we have these rebels. here. Lithuania just got a core there. Man, why are they so good at sieging? It's so irritating. They're literally so good at sieging. They took the first fort, like, so fast, bro. It's actually rigged. Economy's kind of doing terribly. 2k in debt. Okay, friendly with our boy. Let's do a scornful insult. So tabs, this was already over effectively, but I need occupations to be able to grant Ottoman land. I'll walk over here in case he derps. And that was a pretty clean war. We're walking up for Muscovy next. So we actually own the bottom part of Europe, if you see what I'm saying. This is the border. Boom. 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 We own all of the east and the southeast. Okay. Really? -5 trust, by the way. It's okay. So, like I said, he's got 50 CCR guys, plus that's his culture, which is a separate modifier, halving the time it takes to core. So he's going to core that lightning fast. Okay, while I'm at peace, I want to ally this guy. He allied the Timurids. Are you kidding me? I'm pissed. Who's our enemy? Damn it. Okay. Alright, it's only 10 AE reduction. I shouldn't stress. If I keep improving enough, he might flip friendly. Don't worry about it right now. To war! We just eclipsed Genoa. I'm going to lock in the Timurids as a rival, which is going to make this harder to ally, unfortunately, but it's going to potentially allow us to ally Ming. Okay? Worth it. If we can get Ming at our back, I mean, he's literally probably the strongest nation in the world, unironically. And if he doesn't collapse, like he just defeated Uzbek and tributized them, that's just so powerful for coalitions, anti-coalition move. Okay, play the game, dude. Sorry, I'm derping. Unpausing and not even coring or anything, that's silly of me. Oh. It is silly of me. I'm over 100 overextension. Okay, that might hurt us. It's the first time. Okay, let's make Kazan our main trade node, which I plan to move a lot. It just costs 200 Diplo points, but we get a lot of extra Diplo. He's still passive, and the answer is no, but I am worried that that is a liability of a move, you know. I can't pretend I'm not, but we can use him as of, like, right now, and we're going to. Lithuania got a core here, I think. No? It's the same culture group. Isn't that... It doesn't have to be the exact same culture. I mean, it doesn't matter, but... I thought the same culture group was enough. Like, if a German nation occupies a German province, it becomes their core. I didn't think it had to be the exact culture, but maybe it does. There's no fort protecting that. That should be a Lithuanian core, I thought. Oh well. Alright guys, tribal conquest. Now Muscovy's quality is pretty good. I'm going to abuse our bonus and sit back. Defend. Don't let him flood through our country. Keep doing trust and favors with the Ottomans. Two regiments down here. Yeah, this separatism is a little bit nasty. This is one of the only rebel factions that's like sort of ravaged my country. It is what it is. We shouldn't have let it spawn in the first place. So this stuff is Shia, and it is going to result in some unrest in the Ottomans. That's the only downside. He's going to core it so fast. Killing the rebels for us. I think I'm going to start in the east. 3-6. That's our new best fighter. He's a beaut, mate. Alright, let's hunt this guy. So, I came to a decision. Like, this is cooked. That's not the plan. This is cooked. It was cursed, as you guys saw. There's nothing I can do about it. This is the thing. Even if I fully focus on this area, he still has CBs against PLC. He still hates them. And he can core through his cores. So, it's done. I blocked him off. The game cheated, low-key, and he jumped over here. So there's no point worrying about it. When we attack the PLC, we're going to take the border. That's the plan, just like this, to continue to snake. We want to try to encircle people. And as far as I'm concerned, we'll encircle Muscovy as well as the PLC. Whichever one owns it, it is what it is. There are some advantages if he expands again into the PLC, even after taking an L, when we're doing it, that sort of thing. The advantage is that he's Orthodox, combined with our reduced AE. It's going to be like laughably low AE with the Catholics, okay? There are some advantages, but at this rate, yeah, he could grow. Now, I am wondering, guys, if what exactly is the best peace deal. So, speaking of encircling him, if we could reach the Scandinavians and completely box him out, I could actually get a White Sea merchant if I come along here. Yeah, so we'll see what it is. Now, if I take Kiev, that's going to be a merchant in Kiev, as I own all 3 trade centers. And I'd probably like to do that to try to minimize the sort of terrible border gore in a practical sense. I think this will be low enough war score cost that I can like come up here to Archangels and box him in there. And that's this one's only 3. Oh, there's 2. Yeah, see that's 6, whereas this is 5. Would take that. would come along there, and that would give me 2 merchants from this war. Now we're collecting 83 in Kazan with 8.3 ducats. I mean, that's not bad. Like, I'm also overextended like crazy. The trade income has just come a long way by moving our trade center. And if we could get merchants, we could pull from Persia. We could pull from Yemen, which would give a lot of our trade steering. I bet we have like no naval tradition. It's a shame. So I have only a couple transports. Hey Aaron Legend. Okay. Just defending. Winning battles. The Ottomans are going to deal with Serbia first. Loans are up to 400 bucks. It's this balance, bro. It just gets worse and worse. We are overextended a ridiculous amount, far too much. So that can change. Phew! I went over 100 overextension there, guys. I was really worried about that. That was really dumb of me, dude. I'm not locked in this morning. What the hell is this? It'll make it possible for us to form the Timurid Empire? Yeah, I don't care. We don't care about that one. You can't form Timurids while the Timurids exist, obviously, right? I don't know. I don't play in this theater enough. So I'm actually under the force limit nowadays, guys. So this kind of shocking economy. Like if we subtract our interest, -10 a month, bro. This is crazy. We're so financially weak. Okay, we should sit on maxing relations with the Ottomans. Cancel Spiny here. These rebels are slightly stressing me out. He's not liberating them, but it's fine. We've got plenty of time. Beautiful stack wipe. Let's go attach our cannons to the sieger. Cavalry's expensive, that's true. We do have some modifiers reducing the cost though. Governing capacity is a serious issue. Obviously we've got a lot of half states, which would be unstated. We've got some trading company provinces which I did for unrest, which would be untrading companied. We want, I think it's Tech 8 is universities, and we pop this and we spam universities, but I was honestly hoping we had some money. I don't know, we'll see. It's impossible to become the Emperor as Sunni, so I'm not going to completely spell out what we're doing and how, because I want to keep it a secret, but this is very complicated, this run. But that aspect should be obvious if you think about it. We're expanding into Europe. So what do you think we're going to do? You can't become the emperor if you're not Christian, but the easiest is Catholic. The others you need to... Obviously, you can win the League War, which you can't lead, but you'd have to be Protestant or whatever, or the Peace of Westphalia makes any religion, any Christian, viable. But if you can't do it as a Sunni, then what are you going to do? As we expand more and more, we're going to be fewer and fewer Sunni provinces. Okay, this is our sieger. Raise a couple regiments and go explore Serbia? No. No, it's just not a priority. I'm literally just going to defend, which is war score from battles, while he deals with Serbia and then comes up here, siege one province at a time. The best way to win these wars is to wear down his troops, get the war score from battle, get ticking war score. And in my case, I need to defend my territory because they will just run amok. Just full defense. We know we win this, it's just a matter of time. So he's going up here. I just hunt that troop. Ord has movement speed, guys. So OP. Like, we just catch these guys. Gotcha. That general prevents the river crossing penalty. That feels good. Muscovy's actually got better quality. No, it's the other way around. I was going to say he's got better quality than Austria. It's not true, actually. Austria is more formidable. Okay, am I making a mistake leaving this up here? I don't think so. Damn! It's 100 spy network against him, by the way, guys. Even with luck, we've got 27-day siege. Damn! That is the little bonus I have from professionalism, power projection, and army tradition. And then, of course, the 100 spy network. That feels really good against a nation with luck. They're so obnoxious. Okay, Serbia's good to go. Should be. His capital's occupied. I will take money here. Please, selfish money. The Ottomans are in debt too. I don't mind taking those ducats, but the war reps, like, we are poor. So please give me money. Apparently that's 0.6. Like, if that's real, we need to start stacking up on some bonuses like that. Siege, that's good by our standard. Nice. And his negative 1000 has gone away. Cool. What I would like to do is explore up here, but I'm obviously at risk of getting caught by them. I'm gonna try to do that though. So I gotta do a separate piece of the Teutons. Again, it should be money. We need to put a little bit of a focus on money, like, this is brutal. I do need to build universities and things because we're getting too big. Keep an eye out for rebel factions. Oh, okay, that's one regiment. Gosh, it's fun having a lot of monarch points though, guys. We do have a lot of monarch points. Okay, this is 20. We've got -5, -10 neighboring bonus. It's not going to get better than that. Now, this is actually a really hard decision for me to do admin or to do mill idea, because I am worried about our military in the long run. But I think the correct call is admin, guys. We're about to explode. We're about to have many an opportunity. We're about to cycle through fighting the Emperor, who's a big nation if we consider Hungary. And we want to core fast. It's going to be our biggest limitation. I'm going to do administrative ideas. It gives us autonomy, which is like really nice for the economy. Oh, he retreated to Muscovy. Okay, so our relations are maxed with him. So he actually allied the Timurids in between sessions, who is our rival. I hope he flips friendly. If he flips friendly at 150 relations, then nice, that gave us +2. That battle gave us +2. It's 1 month, guys, with the barrage and the cannons. Okay, relations are maxed with the Ottomans again. Let's look at our truces. Crimea is too ambitious, guys. For some reason, the Ottomans... Does anybody play the Ottomans? He doesn't have permaclaims there, but, like, boy, does he want it, as you can see. So, I did go in here, which is a bit sketchy. I'm not going in here, not yet. Even though, by the way, Crimean expansion leads to ruin Ruthenia, which is... I mean, that's nothing to scoff about, is it? Some monarch points. If I'm doing admin, for example, that would be really nice. Meanwhile, we're also... That's the exact same bonus, which is Russia, but for me, it's a high priority to obtain the trade centers and stuff, yeah. Get the merchants up. I really want to just take Novgorod, trust me, but it's gonna have to wait. Okay, diplomats shouldn't be idle doing nothing, so Poland is ages away. Jeez, it's ages away. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to do Austria in the meantime. We're going to do an Austrian war, and I'm coming through the Carpathian. So I am looking that. Yeah, this, my own subject here, I thought maybe that was not the right call for me to release that subject. Let's improve with them. I might annex them. Oh, Austrian spy network discovered. Okay, I'm glad he's not doing defensive, guys. The Austrians always do defensive from my experience. And he obviously has a lot of scary terrain, the mountains and stuff. That can be, and he's a lucky nation, by the way. Austria is, unlike Poland, is high priority, but does not start lucky. So he can be an absolute pain to siege, and I like to see offensive under the Emperor. That's much easier to handle, I think, for us. Uh-oh. Frick. These guys might die, but hey. Race host is up. So they're regulars. I'll replace them with cavalry if they die. Oh, they mostly are cavalry. So they will be replaced. Yeah. Race host gives us 5. There's 5 here. Man, I gotta discover the fog though. Okay, there it is. That's the trade center. I guess discovering it is the most important thing. So I should go to the Teutons, but my military access is whack. Hey, Windrunner. Nice, we're so powerful. I don't think we win that, but wow. No way. We do win that. I was gonna say we can retreat at least. Yeah, he's got us. I kind of knew that was gonna happen when I came up here. But I had to discover it, though, as far as I'm concerned. Look how hard he's focusing on this, you little bastard. How rude. Okay, so we can sell seas when we're at peace. That's important. He's like, this is my only chance to, actually get a W. What the? Now he's at war with the Timurids. Okay, well, good news is if he survives, we can ally him, guys, 100%. This guy's allied, but... So he's not the war leader. In fact, as soon as I peace out, I can ally him. The modifier for being allied to the Timurids is gone. So the Timurids ally attacked his other ally. Problem is he gonna die? I don't know. I don't know. He should be fine. So I want to invite Scholar. I'm not sure of how exactly the mechanic works. Like, is it a religious center, and then if the center falls? Yes, it should be fine. Should be fine. That's probably a good thing. So we're gonna get like 50 AE reduction, guys, which is just like nuts. Let's raise the host. That rolls a 90 tradition general. It's always the generals that have extra army tradition, which are the worst generals, bro. Okay, it does have 3 maneuver though. That's what I was looking for. We've got to go get the Teutons out. I'm trying to get this cavalry out of there. But we're gonna run into military access options, issues. Oh. Yeah, I tried. Do you guys know the name of this guy up here? So, bear with me. Let's look at the grayed out ones. It's Karelia. No. Cola's the very north. Not sure. It's white Karelia. Okay, that's 77 war score. So that obviously boxes out the Scandinavians. I should probably take Kola for the same reason. The border. That is merchant from the White Sea. It's a merchant from Kiev. So I think we should add like this woods fort to the list. Let's look, does he have the Renaissance? He does. Let's got some Renaissance. We're kind of desperate for that. Okay, well, that's one Renaissance province. I think that's going to be our peace deal, guys, but we're pushing all the way to 98. Obviously just setting them up to be food in the future. Okay. Tudens, I need your cash badly, bud. Badly. Burma's his subject. Okay, if we ever lost a battle, I'd do a retreat. See, we only lose by getting stack wives. Unfortunate. It's okay. They got replaced for free out here. Uh-oh, I don't like this guy walking out. War score from battle is only 29. Let's have this turn round. I'm so far, but... looks like these two are out of here. Yeah, I actually do feel better. I don't feel perfect, but I do feel better. I had a headache, but it was, to me, my perception was telling me that it was induced by a cold, like when I was getting a cold. I felt like I had a head cold. As the day went on, it did clear up a bit, and this morning, I can still notice it, but it's mostly gone. So hopefully it will just go away. Okay, I got one too many. Military leaders. So this Austrian war coming up is going to be our biggest war yet. I would really appreciate if... my spy network was not discovered like this. We're going to attack the Empire. See, I can get 5 more regiments. Don't you like EU5? Not to the same extent, no. Okay, they are really flooding into my territory, man. Holy. I mean, this war's almost over, though. Let's be honest. Group up. This is enough combined to deal with just about all of this. Come on, Timurids. I'm keeping an eye out for rebels. Let's look at that. That's the problem, man. Okay, a loyal tribe. That's nice. If I sell seas, it's barely upset. Okay, is that enough if we occupy like this? Is that enough for him to give us war reps? Apparently not, no. Might have to take one more port. Kind of desperate, guys. I think the peace deal with the Teutons should be Breakers Lines of Muscovy as well. Shorter truce attack. That's part of where I will attack the Empire. because typically this is actually enough to set up a trading company, but we're gonna, my plan is to do Austria and then Riga, and we own this. So I'll actually have another merchant within, you know, a handful of wars via the Baltic Sea. The Baltic Sea is 100% stronger on the Baltic side than it is the Scandinavian side. This is a problem. Bro! That's just from piling in their cannons. I mean, I don't have cannons out there to re-barrage it. So my capital might fall here. It's going to have to endure at least a few ticks. Like, they literally sent the entire force out there. There's not much I can do about that. Okay, legalism. It's the whole country gets reduced tax. At least we get unrest. Our tax isn't that great, so trade has come up a lot. I'm kind of shocked, guys, that the economy is doing so poorly. It looks like our numbers have gone up, to me, like big time. I haven't even recruited additional troops in like a long time here. Like, this trade has gone from like 4 to 11 in 2 years by moving to Kazan. How are you, Lambert? This is really lame. Maybe I should not piece the Teutons out. I don't think it matters if my capital falls. Maybe we can just brute force this battle. Oh, nice. Good siege. Okay. Give me just a little bit longer. And we got the peace deal. I might be able to win that. I think we go for it. He's out. Thank goodness. Okay. That eliminates their troops there as well. Okay, I can actually peace him. But he's going to take this battle, sorry, occupy at 49 before I can get my diplomat back. So I'll take the battle. Okay. Genoa just lost. He lost a war to separate wars. I was keeping track. Theodoro attacked him. Crimea attacked him. And one of them released Georgia here, who we could kill really quickly. It was Crimea. Yeah, I might whack that at some point. It's funny because of this, and even if we avoid Crimea proper, I might be able to get a merchant from the Crimean node. Do there happen to be any marketplaces here? Damn it. No. That's going to reduce the odds. They've got a marketplace here and here because they're rich, you know, Genoa. That's irritating. Okay. I'd love to be able to get a merchant for free. Okay, that's big. Prior to the Ottomans deciding they're going to be useful, the Muscovites were looking pretty damn intimidating, but that is a 100% peace deal, guys. And he's completely encircled, and we border the Scandinavians. We're going for Austria. Okay. Well, we can sell, seize. Add Kiev. Yeah, this province has the Renaissance in it. Some of these are going to be so low dev I can't raise them. Unlucky. I'm worried my admin's going to cap out. Let's core these. Or raising more. Yeah, I knew these would be so low dev, but it's better to make sure to box other nations out, in my opinion. Excuse me. Sneezels. Sneezels, chat. Okay. I mean, those two trade centers, are there marketplaces here? There aren't. You'd think it'd be enough. And they're rank 1. They're not even SREs. It might not be enough. I might need to add... it just means governing capacity. Oh, speaking of which... Frick. We're over governing capacity for the first time. So I'm going to want to trade company this. Good thing, you know, I removed it from a state. It's a priority. Okay. No! I'm about to attack Austria, bro. Crimea rivals us. Okay. Boom. We can invite Scholar. Aggressive expansion reduction. Cost me 49 admin. Worth it. Frick. Okay. Well. +2 merchants, by the way. Okay, so where are these merchants going to be useful? Do we collect in a node? Probably not. I think we pull, like, into Kazan. Does this come up to Samarkand? It does. There's more money than human, but we have more control in human. I think human will be better. I don't have the range. Never mind. Okay. Now my plan, guys, is to actually, because we get the free monarch points, we get a lot of monarch points. I've done my deploy idea, right? So by my standard, I don't think we're going to lack deploy points for the rest of the game. I'm going to basically just keep moving the trade center forward. So obviously a couple more wars, maybe next war, honestly, with Muscovy, we take every single trade center. Then I may make, I've got one already, I may make Novgorod the trade, and then I'd put a merchant, obviously, from Kiev and transfer here, and then we'd make the Baltic the trade center. Okay, that's the plan. We would hope the bigger we get, that eventually it would be beneficial financially. Like, that's how trade works. You just need to own everything. So Crimea, I think I should do a little Georgia war while the Ottomans fight this. Maybe it's a complete rollover. I lamented the Ottomans doing this, but it might be really fast and easy for them. I guess we'll do Polish spy network, keep that up. And just keep an eye out for rebel factions. It was immediately discovered, dude. Frick. Trust of the Ottomans. I'm really worried about him randomly flipping to a different ruler and then desiring my land. Hey, Executor. As they go, folk, I didn't see you from earlier. Kind of, yes. It's to release all nations as clients, yes, but you can only release 50 client nations. So it's 50 is probably about 10% of the... Assuming we can... Oh, that reminds me, guys. I was thinking about Livonian Order. I don't know if they're Baltan or Prussian. Back in the day, Baltan... This is the only Baltan province. That used to be Prussian as well back in the day. I think they're Prussian, but the Livonian Order is one of the only nations in the game that owns land. 100% of the land they own is not their culture group. It's not their culture group. And of course, what that means is their cores go away permanently, and they go away pretty soon. Like 36 years or something. I would like to keep this tag alive if possible, so... With our separatism modifiers, see, there's 6 years of separatism left. 1495. Does anybody know this niche mechanics, guys? In order to culture convert, it would have to be Muslim. That's like the kind of issue I'm struggling with. Trading company. So it's just the TC. So if I, hypothetically guys, if I un-TC it and I convert it, I'm happy to un-TC it anyway, we got governing capacity. Yeah, it does progress slowly. No, it doesn't. Frick. Negative 0.8. No. Would it be possible to promote Latvian culture? That would do it. No, it's too small. They literally have, because I scorched them 8. Oh, 14, 20. They actually have 20. If I stated both, temporarily stated both, I could promote culture, that would allow me to convert it. Okay, so, but I'm actually asking you guys a question. German cores go away after, like, what is it, like 150 years instead of 50 years. So German nations, German cores will go away after 150 years. Would it work retroactively? Do you see what I'm saying? If I convert one province to my religion, so that I can culture convert it, and then we take the Baltan province, even though I have separatism here, we should be able to convert this to Baltan. But would that suddenly extend his core? I don't know. You see what I'm saying? I really don't know. We should be able to... Yeah, I mean, it cost me Diplo points, but this is what we're here for, guys. And now that should be able to... Yep. Convert. This is the only conversion I've done. And then we should be able to put the edict down. I'll unstate this. Well, there are other things I could do, so... I mean, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's a difficult situation. If I hit return core, if it's a different culture, it might prioritize him. If it's his, we'll see. If it's German, it might. See, there's always a nation that it's bound to, and this is obviously not going to be Livonian Order. It's Latgalia. I don't know how to say that. But if it's different, that might be all it is. And then if we respawn him as a one province minor, we can just, I don't know, re-annex him or something. I'll try that. But it's worth a try, right? That's a core, a nation, a tag we could try keep around. Because we've got to do one for every single province in Europe, guys. On that note, I will say, so people aren't disappointed, assuming we make it there, there are some provinces in the game, including like the Canary Islands around there, and also Iceland. You know, those are European provinces which it's impossible to bring them inside the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, because they don't border the Spanish islands border Morocco, which can't be inside the empire. So those are like territories. Okay, so we do no exploits, and in general, I try not to do exploits, and I'm bringing every viable province inside the empire. Okay, just for the record. Basically, if you own the whole world, your capital was in Europe, and you're the emperor, you one-tag the world, and you hit add provinces to the empire. Those are the provinces that I want to bring in. Every viable province. Okay, I'll take a claim there, just because we can. Hey, Colin Flame. So the Ottomans declared war on this guy when he doesn't even have troops there, just like myself, we're walking down. But he should just annihilate them. Austria's getting really strong on number. This is interesting. He's rivaling Bohemia, guys. I like to see that. Now, Austria may hate us so much that they'll call to arms anyway. We'll see. But I might be able to do a Polish war and then a Bohemian war, and he dishonors the empire, the call to arms. We'll see. So if I go through Poland, we'll discover Bohemia eventually. Just pop out cannons on this. Guess I should try, like, we're actually chilling until the Austrian war, guys, so I guess I should drill. It's not like us to do that, but drill what we can, and I think we should ramp up. Does that mean hiring a mercenary stack? Look how huge these are now. Look how expensive it is. Now, I mean, the Ottomans are going to help us, so it's cannons, right? Gosh, we can't afford to do this. 5, 6, 7. Okay, I've got 6. That will put us to 12. That's a good number. Oh my gosh, the economy is so stressful, bro. Just running such brutal negatives is stressful. If some tag goes away, can't you import some African tag by feeding them provinces? Yes, it's possible to import non-Europeans into Europe by releasing them as a vassal, granting them the provinces. But then, of course, they would need to be annexed. It's not easy, dude. It's not easy. My heir has reform progress. That's nice. It's all stuff that's going to take time. It's complicated because of the empire mechanics. Offending nations. Annexing members of the empire. But yes, there are ways we can bring tags in. Now, that's exactly what we're going to need to do. Not that specifically, but we are going to need to bring tags in of some kind, some variety, to make it happen. We need to. So you know, that's kind of one of the mysteries. I'm trying to get a merchant from Crimea. Look at this. Kazan has grown so much and we're getting 85%, well overextended. My trade income is going so much higher, dude. It's gone up by like 10 ducats in like 3 years, guys. How are we broke, though? How are we this broke? Trying to get a merchant through Crimea. Ooh. Oh man, Crimea's allied to Timurids and AQ. There's going to be wars against them in the future. which I was hoping to avoid. The Ottomans have already done a military idea, so we're going to assume the Ottomans are just greater than them, but yeah, I was hoping to just avoid them from now on, quite frankly. So we're just waiting for him to fight the Mamelukes here, guys. I was planning to already do Austria. I'm doing Georgia just because, there's nothing else to do. Why is this guy so mad? There's extra separatism there. Interesting. That one's going to rebel, and he's at 90%. Let's head over there. Yeah, I did try something similar years ago. This is like the run which was left undone. Unrest Advisor. I really want that Unrest Advisor. Frick, he died. Yeah, I tried something like this years ago, and we did a full campaign and failed, really. It's because I did it as... I started as Riga, and there's a very specific reason I thought Riga was the way to go. But... yeah, let's go farmlands for... supply. Riga's just too small, dude. Like, we couldn't own the world fast enough, so I'm opting to do the Horde because of that reason. Like, we're just expanding. I mean, I don't even start in Europe, right? But we're taking over Europe. You know, is our pace that amazing? It's decent, but not amazing, but it's hopefully about to be amazing. My plan is to do Austria, to keep co-belligerent warring him, exploit the fact that he's the emperor. I want to hit Scandinavia, Riga, the Teutons, Bohemia, maybe, and just keep farming Austria. He's so big. Hungary is him. He's this. Yeah, and then what I'd like to do, guys, I mean, spoiler, but it's going to be relatively soon. I'm going to try to vassalize the electors, okay? Like, as soon as possible. If we... a lot of them will be mad, but keep in mind, so Brandenburg's not that mad with us, right? Our AE reduction is insane. Our improved relations is really good. So say that we can handle this. We got to deal with Austria, which is coming up right now. But if I co-belligerent Brandenburg, okay, say that we can still deal with this, I can actually vassalize them. Now, the other electors can't see me. Okay, so it means we have no negative AE with them. Once I discover them, same thing. Okay, and we would need 4 to get 4 votes. Now, they would all have a malice of having an elector as your subject, but I believe by maxing relations to 200 with each subject, we would get the 4 votes, provided that we were viable, which means Catholic, basically, right? That should lock in the ability to be elected. So that's 4 relation slots. I currently have 2. Of course, we just discovered Sweden. Is he under Denmark? He's independent. Interesting. Cool. He's allied to Scotland, fighting England. Okay. Also malice for non-Germanic. Yeah. So, anyway, we could be over our relations. Let me see. This relation is probably excessive. That means 1 over if I annex him. That was probably a mistake. I think there's a policy, but regardless, we're going to take influence later. Okay, so I got diplomatic. We're going to take influence later because I need as much rep as I can get to help us be elected, for example. I'll take that missionary strength while we try to convert this. It's the one conversion we're doing up here. It's complicated stuff, guys, but meanwhile, if 50 plus years pass, you don't get AE with your subjects, right? So they should all be perfectly happy with us. That's the hope. That's the intention. Is that our subjects are all perfectly happy with us. Okay, Nogai, Georgia's inevitable apparently. Uzbeki tribes. That's because we expand into Uzbek, but they're not happy. Really? Siberians. Uzbeki tribes. Bloody autonomy, guys. This is why we're so poor, eh? But we've got a war-based economy. No guy. That's not my province. Okay, the two factions of the Uzbeki tribes, apparently at 0. Okay, those two are gone. Now this is a state, I need to unstate it to TC it anyway. I don't know why these guys are so mad. Like, that is separatism. That's a bug, bro. That's literally a bug. Alright, that's part of the same, that's Georgia, so it's gonna revolt anyway. That guy has so much separatism. I believe these Emirati rebels just turned into Georgian. Okay. We're just waiting for the Ottomans to smash the Mamluks and the First Austrian War begins. Now give me a merchant, please. Please give us a merchant in the Crimea. A permanent merchant. Really? Okay. I think financially speaking, trying to free up capacity. Let's add the entire node. If it gives us a merchant, it'll be worth it, guys. Doesn't. Okay, that's the Georgians dealt with. Nice. Flip. So, do I have marketplaces? I do. Okay. What's contributing the most? 5.3? I hate to spend money, guys. It looks like 5.3 is massive to me. 3.2. Now I'm spending money on trying to make money when we're so broke, but it's like... Wait. Ruthenia fell off. We actually traded one. Wait, hang on. We lost this with the trade centers and gained Crimea. So Crimea worked. Okay. Alright, let's just add the odd one back then. Well, that's the good news. We do have another merchant. Muscovite separatists. It's kind of ironic because if it was all trade and companied and increased autonomy, it wouldn't rebel, but... I don't have the governing capacity to TC the stuff. Let's fight them. We're not up to much else. Fight them while we're waiting for the Ottomans. Let's see, 7 merchants. Okay. Brother, this is disgusting. What is it, just my army expenses? Where does it even come from, dude? I don't even know where it comes from. It's just the army expenses, but like, I ramped up by like 5... Oh. Okay, our force limit has gone down. Okay. Okay. Well, that adds up a little bit. So, by reducing my partial states, my force limit's gone down. Frick. Okay, I guess we delete some stuff. Maybe this baby mercenary stack, it's got 10k manpower. I mean, that's a bit better, but it's still absurd. It's just absurd. The expenses are so high. It's corruption. We have corruption. Okay, fake news. We're actually doing a bit better. We got a corruption event. We are doing a bit better. Okay, where is a merchant going to benefit us? I hate to say it, but it might be collecting Kiev. That's not worth much. I'm not sure we can pull stuff a significant amount into Kazan any longer. Yeah. I mean, there's a decent amount of money coming through here. I guess let's collect in Crimea itself. I don't like it how we're suffering attrition on this giant stack. I'm gonna split it up just while we're sort of dealing with the rebels. This is a real big lull, guys. The Ottomans attacking the Mems, but I mean, they're negative 51 war score, low enthusiasm now. Now, Inno, I don't care so much about Inno, but you know what I do care about? These modifiers. I think we're supposed to have a dependency on mercenaries somewhat, guys. Like, if my manpower gets low, we just hire a giant merc stack. That merc cost merc manpower is nothing to scoff at. The siege ability. I wonder... We're not getting the Renaissance anytime soon, are we? I do officially own some Renaissance land, which is up here. And here, apparently. I'm about to expand into Austria and Poland soon after. There's no way I delay this. So I'm paying 50% more from non-Renaissance, but as you can see, we're behind. We're a horde, guys. We got this. We're going to slow roll admin. We're about to explode with opportunities, and I want the 25 CCR. I could div with the Diplo. It's gold income. Where we have a ton of autonomy, but Take it. Muscovy is a vassal? No, no, no. My only vassal is this little random dude. I need to sneeze. Excuse me. How about I'll focus 6 years? I really want to focus admin. My heir has better admin if my ruler passes away. Okay, I'm dealing with a big Muscovite rebellion. Is that... Oh, we're getting close to a little bit of a payout. I'm dealing with a big Muscovite rebellion whilst... the Ottomans fight this war. That's actually a wall off, even if I delete that. Okay, there they are. Nice. That doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, that's a nice wall. I'll delete one fort there. It's more economical, but that walls people off from walking back and forth through the north. Okay, and then we're doing Austria. I'm going to assume the Ottomans are not in crazy amount of debt. Then they have 0 debt. They have 0 debt. Good. That province gained separatism. What the frick? Okay, I'm kind of sad because he had careful, but this guy has reformist. That's good, and he's got better monarch points, which particularly the admin, and he's young as. My ruler was really young, guys. He just died at like 30. It's pretty timely though. We got a good ruler, but yeah, we lost the careful trade. So I currently have... my AE lost 10, which is a shame because it was juiced. We're near 40% reduction base. It goes up to 40% if our prestige is at 100 prestige. But it was near 50%, which is obviously a pretty significant difference. I need to take a leak, guys. I'll be right back. Nothing's happening. I'll play really slow. I'll just be right back. 2 seconds. Unrest advisor. Rank 3 half price. I can't really afford it, but we're doing... Is that my capital? No. I gotta wrap myself up in my little blanket, guys. It's freezing here during the winter. 1 second. I think that's, isn't that the Perm capital that we just took? Yep. Okay. Offensive ideas next? No, I can't. This run is so... my ideas are forced in this run. I have to take an idea which I don't value. Oh man, my legalism was so close to doing this. That's the second time that's happened. About to get a financial payout. We have 2 legalism options this time. Hopefully we can get there. I need that advisor, so we're gonna buy him. Let's convert this. because he's half price. It's money I can't afford, but it is admin. We're like rushing admin ideas. That's the plan. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, this is part of the reason I did this, guys. I took Europe here because I thought there's nothing stopping the Timurids from taking it. We started the stream off grabbing that. I have the border of Europe. This is actually not Europe, but it is bonus. Yeah, the Ottomans are autoing, that's true. They are. I will remind you guys that we have to fight the Ottomans too. So they're going to be the only nation we turn against, but at least as of now, they are powerful. And hopefully they're about to be really, really useful. But he just called me into a war that I didn't want to fight. Okay, so this is our real economy. I'm collecting in Crimea 2.6. I mean, it's a lot better, but our loads are crazy, bro. I mean, it's only 6 loans. Like, the economy balance is going up so much. It's only 6 loans, but it's not good. I mean, we genuinely hope that we hit a critical mass to where it's really trade income, you know? I'm hoping if we own Novgorod, we have high trade in the Baltic. We combine these two, like next Muscovite War. Then I can switch this merchant to transfer Kiev into here. That will be big. It will be big. So this stream's been slightly boring for me, guys. I was really into this game as well. It's just this. I'm chomping at the bit. I want to attack Austria. The Ottomans doing their own war. Oh, for flip's sake. That's going to cause me war exhaustion, but I can always buy it down. Hormuz has been exiled over the strait into Arabia. We're just patiently waiting. Yeah, I feel like previously, in terms of our debt, we were right around the point where I could just pay off my loans. Now, we were running a deficit, so we were on the threshold of having some debt, but I was actually beginning to break even, and then I embraced feudalism, which you don't start with, which was very expensive. I'm getting near embracing the Renaissance, if you think about it. We've got a lot of spread, we own some, and pretty much every war coming up, we're going to chunk feudalism, including the next Muscovite War, the Austrian War. Riga might have it, but we're going to attack the Empire. We're going to attack the Polish. If we attack the Empire, we chunk Austria again. So, yeah, it is spreading to us. So, the point is, we're getting near, like 10 years maybe. We're going to have to embrace the Renaissance. And, I just feel so broke. Like, we're going to take massive loans because we're huge. You know what would be good? We get 138 dev, we can get Empire Government rank. There's no restriction on Horde, is there, guys? So Empire Government rank would be more autonomy. Autonomy in our states, but mainly the gold. That would help us. Need gold mines? It's a good point. Serbia would be an issue because the Ottomans have the mission to go in there. But Hungary, there's gold there. Bohemia and Austria, those are all gold. It's just... Okay. There it is. That's the only conversion low-key that we're going to do. Let's unstate that. At least for now. It's like the only conversion. Unrest advisor, which I can't afford, but hey, it's admin points. Yeah, but the gold has bad autonomy, just like this. It really doesn't do much. I could do the opposite. I could state it up and reduce autonomy and just fight the rebels. It will be... We're going to be mostly out here all the time. That might be the way to do it. We got land maintenance coming. That's economic bonus. Rebels are Corellian. There's no cooldown in removing them from a TC, so I don't want them to permanently be in a TC, but just remove them. So, guys, separatism. For people who don't know, 5 years of separatism from a tier 1 horde. And then ideas. So we get 10 years. That's a third of separatism we don't need to deal with. That is really nice. We got negative 10 years. I believe there's 30 years of separatism, isn't there? By default, or is it 25? It might be 25. Okay, Austria. Sorry, Ottomans. Come on, Ottomans. 89 negative. Yeah, if we can get any reduced separatism modifiers, that's really nice, because we got 2 already. Ooh. Drilled a 4th siege. And he pieces out. Nice. Ooh. Okay. Before something else happens. Form Bakura. No. That would be a misclick of the ages. Alright, guys. His positioning's not good. He's down here. Let's give him a few months. Don't declare a war, Ottomans. Don't grief me. Don't grief me. I need his help. It's a bad... Look, he outtakes Austria, guys, and he's got more numbers, but this is scary. We're about to go. Don't start your own war, please, Ottomans. I'm going to tick up to 8. Here for war? No need. No need. He joins. I'm worried about him doing his own thing. Guys, he has 50 CCR and he's annexing his own cultural group, Empire Government rank. Wow, he keeps feeding Tunis. He's actually hurting himself in the long run. Tunis just got Alexandria. He caused that stuff so quickly. I'm paranoid, guys. Let's do it. Oh, boy. I could vassalize Cologne, but can I even get there? The Ottomans can. Shoot, dude. I'm scared, dude. Steel. Aragon exists. Okay, Castile doesn't appear to have subjects. Prestige is low. It's good. It's good. Look at the Ottoman prestige. He's out-ticked. Oh, Genoa, like, I think Genoa's dead. By the way. alone has more than it seems. Yeah, if we can go out there and get the capital, guys, I'm going to vassalize. I co-belligerented him. That's like one of the soft core goals here in this war. Here we go. Ah, reduce advisor costs on this guy. That saves me like 1.4 ducats. Numbers. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, we've got 10k more cannons. Cavalry's the same, let's say. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, people are potentially distracted doing other things. Not really. Anyway, we've got the quality. They've got the quantity, we got the quality. This CB is War Score from Battles, which, you know, we should do well. I'm kind of excited. I'm nervously excited. This is a very intense war, obviously. Not like a make it and break it type of situation. Okay, 4 siege general, plenty of forts. Sorry, plenty of cannons. So he's a lucky nation. Got a disciplined advisor. Nice. 28-day siege against a lucky nation, guys. Pretty good. Otto will take occupations. Yep, well, not if he's not here, though. But good shout out. So we like the flatlands, let us not forget, guys. Which is kind of backwards. We'll feel a bit safer here. In the farmlands, because we get a nice bonus. I hope the Ottomans ramp up more. Like, he's going to core that and state more so quickly. You know, the war benefited him. Like, he literally took part of the state. Whoa, that was a good siege. 21. I didn't even barrage that one. Let's freaking go. Okay, keep an eye out for unrest. The best thing we can do, in my opinion, is base race when we're better at base racing. Gosh, they're up here already. I gotta defend my country. That's what I was gonna say. I gotta defend, though. So we take a fort, and then we defend. Okay. They got forts here. You're absolutely right. The Ottomans taking occupations is going to be painful. I've got to leave a little stack to try to be near the Ottomans. Just for occupations, if we can, and then rush up here and, yeah, cook these guys. Interesting. I could actually vassalize the Palatinate without co-belligerenting him, guys. That's if we, like, 100% him, though. Maybe the Ottomans go defend me? They kind of look like they're doing that. Steal maps. True, we do have the tech now. I could steal maps. Poland. Poland's less of an issue. Okay, so Carpathia, right? It's based on regions. Oh, yeah. Nice. We didn't discover a single new nation. Good shout out, man. Wombataxi, that was the perfect time to do that. Stealing maps actually works against us, but not here. Zero nation discovered. Beautiful. Getting military access through here is really important. They seem distracted. Of course, keep in mind, guys, a lot of their troops in the war are Castilian and stuff. They're going to take months to arrive. I'm going to go for this. Hills. Stressing me out, dude. The Ottomans might have just cucked me there. Look, if we can take Wallachia, maybe the forts. terrain advantage that he has and vassalize electors, it's a good move. But that does upset me if he... I think he just wrecked my face. My own ally. Yeah, he's definitely going to take the occupation. Please derp somehow. Yes! That's mine. There's just plenty more Ottomans flooding through from the south. Just had to ask politely. So AQ is not Europe, guys. We don't need to worry about this border at all. We did it down there. I do not like the Timurids though. They're so big. It's insane, man. We've even beaten them, guys. They're just absolutely cooking down there. How's Sweden doing for the Renaissance? He definitely has it embraced. He doesn't. That's crazy, bro. 92? Okay, it's present in his territory. I was going to say, we're also going to do Sweden, but if we get time, it should spread out there. I'm trying to expand into Renaissance. Okay, good luck, Ottomans. This is show superiority. Very important he wins battles. Gosh, their morale is decent. So he's got 10 more discipline, slightly more morale, slightly more tactics from the Tech 8. I mean, they are decent though, guys. There's no doubt about that. It's the numbers we're worried about, but that's a good start. We've broken through. That's huge. This fort is a liability. I might try box him out from the north. Let's see what happens. Put my cannons and my siege in here. And get rid of this liability, but we could potentially retreat at this rate. Okay, so if we lose a merchant like I did from some kind of occupation, I think it's him sitting on Vilnius. Oh! This fort is a problem, bro. Okay. Oh. Box him out. So he can't get into the fort. And then Barouge! Come on, baby! Oh, man. Still, good progress. Come on. That takes ages. It's like 45-day siege or something. Look at this defense here. 39 days. If we can get this, that's huge. And then we flood through. The economy is so stressing me out, man. Just running such a deficit always is like scary. What about the naval game? I think the Ottomans win this. We're 7 war score from battles right now. Okay, I can reinforce. Great. I'm trying to make a barrier here, right? We're very powerful. Just let me get the mountains and we're happy. Boom! That was a 2-month siege. That's big. Okay. That is big. This is our terrain for the Ottomans to fight on. It's obviously his big wall. I've got these guys. I think I want to go defend and take battles. Battles and defend. I'm sure we're so much stronger than... in all these little Germans and stuff. We walk through them. Oh, Castile's arrived. Ottomans, where are your troops, bud? Are they in the fog? I can't even see. We got 29 down here. I mean, I see 20, I see 29, I see 5, 9. He should have another, like, 50k, guys. I guess, look, worst case scenario, we've got forts. Let's rack up war score from battles, ticking war score. Like, we're winning. We're winning. I have a dream of vassalizing these guys. It might be too early, though. Let's just keep battling. Jeez, look at them all. I just saw the war score go down. He lost somewhere. Ow. He's so strong. Maybe Navy? It still has more heavies. Kazan trade power. Nowadays, if we ran a trade advisor, that would actually make us profit. This is half price rank too, but we don't actually care about Diplo points that much. Let's just get the trade power and make more money. We got forts in different area codes. Okay, come on, Ottomans. These are our forts now, please. Take these battles, bud. Repel them. Don't let them liberate this, please. Dude, I walked all the way up here like we got them off the fort, but... Ew. Even with our horde speed. Okay, we caught 10k. Gotta win these battles, guys. Like, if they take these occupations back, it wasn't worth it. He just progressed, +2. Let's go, Ottomans. Ottomans won a battle down here. So it's gone up. And they've got huge amount of troops. So I think they had a stack out in a fleet, guys. And I think they landed on the other side of Greece. Because I'm like, where are the Ottomans troops? Well, there they are. Okay. That's not looking good for the enemies. They're in trouble. Let's go. I mean, the Ottomans with a terrain advantage are gonna cook them, right? By the way, their generals don't look very good. This is one of the annoying things about the Ottomans. When you fight them, they just have amazing generals. But it's like, he's my ally, and they look like potatoes. 0-2, 3-1. Does my vassal have defensiveness? He actually does have 2 in defensive ideas. Yeah, he might be able to pay for the forts as well. Good idea. No, it's the 5th one in defensive. We're so broke, though. Let's have him pay for the forts. Good call. It's old traditional gameplay I should be utilizing if we're this broke. Okay, Austria remains the empire. That would have actually griefed me if he lost the emperorship. I'm glad he did maintain it, because we're able to co-belligerent the emperor. Unlike any other nation, you cannot co-belligerent them when they have a truce, but the emperor we can by attacking the empire, and that's exactly what I plan to do. If it went to some weird pathetic emperor, there would be advantages, like Austria would get nerfed. But primarily, my plan is to, hopefully this is the first hardest war, and we just attack them again and again and again. And it's part of the reason I'm pushing for this, even though I really want to militarize it, because we're about to have plentiful opportunities. This is so awkward, bro. They just keep pressuring up here. How much am I losing to attrition by stacking up? About 100. It's not too bad. Okay, we got a merchant back. That's just temporarily collecting in Crimea. It's all about battles, so I'm trying to take battles. Sweden just rivaled us. I don't think that 1k is going to survive, but try. Don't want to fight in the woods. Okay. The Ottomans have they've got like 100,000, 120,000 on their western front. Let's go. Carry me, Ottomans. He's still potentially going to take occupations. This is why I kept these 2 troops here. Try to head out and make them our own. Crazy good air. Alright, fair play. He got this 1k. What can you do? So I can't even walk to the Germans necessarily, guys. And I know what people are going to say. They're going to say steal maps. But all of these nations that can't see me cannot get AE with me. Or other way around, actually. Ironically, it's the other way around. It's a flaw in the EU4 game design, but I'm not complaining. It's fun. It's actually if you can't see them, they don't exist and they don't get AE with you. Rather than them seeing you. Yeah, so I think vassalizing might have to wait, guys. I think vassalizing is going to have to wait. So I actually co-belligerented Cologne, which brought in a few more little Germans. Foolishly. I changed my mind. I don't think we can get to... No, it's the Ottomans who can. I've already been through this, bro. I'm backtracking in my mind. No, the Ottomans can go siege them for me. It's possible. It's definitely possible. I'm just trying to defend my country. Let the Ottomans do the work. It's all about battles, ticking war score, and defense. The auto dead. True. It's beautiful. I don't think he desires that one up there. We're benefiting from the passive administrative government type. So we pretty much... It's these two. I should take what he desires, and then he should give them to me. Okay, buy down our war exhaustion when it gets there. I mean, that giant Austrian stat, guys, with a good general is slightly formidable. You know, I could steal maps from... Russia. You know which map we should do? No, I was going to say Scandinavia. No. I was thinking of trade nodes. No, we shouldn't do Scandinavia. If I do Poland, we discover 2 nations. They're probably Bohemian subjects, though, right? No, it is Bohemia. So if it's not as capital, that would work. Okay, let's steal map Poland. I believe 0 nations discovered. Well, why do I see his capital? I'm going to right-click him, not left-click. Yeah, I discovered Bohemia. Okay. I don't know why that happened. Fine. Excuse me. Got an ugly cough. I was like starting to get unwell. So the thing we just discovered Bohemia, it is what it is. I had planned to attack him after Poland, but he's getting AE for these two wars. Maybe I should have waited on that. This is what's interesting. Austria's actually rivaling him. Now, traditionally, that would mean I could attack the Empire and he wouldn't defend it against his rival. So if we do the Polish War, we come through here. But what can happen is that Austria hates me so much. The modifiers are so high that he will defend. So we'll see how that works out. He already is hostile, very negative, and I'm about to take his land. So he might defend. But like I said, we want to repetitively attack the Empire and truce whack Austria. So it might just be fine. But I kind of need to be able to see to move around, guys. That's why I'm taking maps. I should have waited on that one a little bit. We were doing fine. I didn't think it would discover Bohemia. That's why I did it. I thought we could see his territory, but it showed his capital. Austria's enthusiasm is going down, so this is a big win. That's 40 war score from battles and ticking. He got that one. Frick. So this is my subject, guys. So that's the only one he actually did. Obviously, we'd be interested in the trade centers, right? I've already got 2. I mean, probably the Balkans? I think more importantly, we should come out here in a line to go past Serbia and see what's going on in Bosnia. Probably owned by Hungary, although if he got PU'd early enough, maybe he was regency or passive. Is Ming allied already? I maxed relations and we got enemy of enemy. It's a good reminder. Let's see if we can ally him when we're at peace. I can't do it unless he flips friendly. It's we've got massive negative modifier for some reason. It's like distance, very hard, no navy. Yeah. But it's a good idea. We'll do that while we are fighting this war. I was hoping with enemy of enemy, he flips friendly. If our truce comes up here in 5 years, that could be a nice scornful insult. Jerk. Okay, Austria's kind of coming back to his own territory. That's like 70% of his army right there. This is probably like Castile landing in Albania, guys. Maybe the Italians. The Ottomans run. I'll follow suit and do the same thing. You should keep an eye out for random... They could be attacked by their neighbor or something. And if we have, like, stack wiped them, they might want to peace out. I guess we should have our subject pay for this one as well. Broke, man. It's getting worse. Much faster than it's getting better, guys. How many loans can I take in total? 26 loans. We're on 8. Oh boy. Oh boy, can we get some legalism corruption buy down? That's 75. Okay, when was the focus change? 2 years. I don't want to forget that for too long. Okay, this has become where all the action is in Hungary, which I kind of thought would be the case originally, but they tried to backdoor me. When nations are scared of your armies, they just run around your country trying to occupy stuff. And that's kind of what's happening, but now I'm defending here, they go to what's more like the battlefront. That's all you, Ottomans. You've got a good terrain advantage. I'm coming down. That's interesting. He's not so bullish that he goes in there. Kind of disappointing in a way. I think he would if he had more friendlies nearby. 3-3 general, that's the best we've seen from the Ottomans so far. Oh, I hate to do it, but we're faster than him, guys. There's a fort there. He's trapping himself. I'm going to take this in the flatlands. We just gotta... This is like the hardest war we're fighting. Okay, he's going in. No. Uh-oh. I'm afraid to look. Please be passive. My prediction is that it's balanced. I don't want it to be balanced. His air had balanced type look to him. Let's see. He's militaristic. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's bad. Okay. I'm going to spend 30. Okay. Yup. Okay. I mean, I'm glad he's got decent monarch points. He's above average. So a big modifier for desired province might pop up like at the end of the month. We'll see. It's nice to see that there's no modifier at the moment. The Ottomans changed their mind and went in offensive against the hills. Pope has a 4-6 general. He's at Tech 8. Jeez, that's scary. Insta-gimp him? Good. Ooh. Wait, his morale is insane, buddy. It's gone up. He must be running advisor. That's a good roll difference. We need rolls here. I mean, Castile's attempting to reinforce. He was running away, but... Rip, dude. We're actually going to lose this. Terrible roll again. Ooh! Oh my gosh, this roll cooked him. I think we win. Oh my gosh, this roll cooked him, bro. Okay, give me a reinforcement tick. Oh my gosh, the dream. We get a reinforcement tick? Now, they may have a river crossing. They do. They got 2 maneuver at best. I think we're going to win this as well. This will speed up the movement out here to reinforce. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, he arrived on the 1st. We don't get a morale tick. Never mind. Never mind. It did say the 1st. Frick, that's bad. That might make the difference. I should have consolidated. Okay, I think we lose this one. It's their sheer numbers. Look at their morale. That's actually crazy, bro. Castile and Austria have insane morale. Okay, fair play. That's the first battle we've lost. I'm just going to cut my losses and retreat. We just defeated like 45k Austrians, guys. That's like... That was most of his army. So... It was more like a win, I'm not going to lie, by just retreating. They're getting smashed. 7k in the deficit. There's actually so many enemies, although we now officially outnumber them. They're going to have to reinforce, but we were outnumbered dramatically. It's all on the Ottomans to go siege this stuff, which I can't even pass through. He's got full military access around the Empire. I'm kind of wondering, like, should we be going for... Is Uzbek so OP during the First Age? Kind of, yeah. It's basically Horde. Our pips are still strong. I'm talking about the unit types. It's like Eastern Archers, I think. I might be wrong. It's the cavalry, obviously. It's the cavalry. I think 6 pips on cavalry is strong. Yeah. And then we have cavalry bonuses. Like this. 20% cavalry combat ability. We got a lot to the cavalry ratio, that sort of thing. Cavalry to infantry ratio increased by, so that means we can have 75% cavalry. I think there might be other modifiers as well. Then we get a flat bonus in flatlands. If we're fighting like this in flat lands, we get a flat bonus. So yeah, I'm running a ton of cavalry, which I can't really afford, although they are discounted as well. We've got cavalry cost reduction, it's still expensive. But yes, Uzbek's very OP. Now, it goes to where you become extremely weak. So you're very strong early, very weak late game. We're definitely noticing the strength is falling off already, and it will get worse and worse. But yes, they're extremely OP early. Is there any chance Ming just flipped friendly? No. Okay. Royal marriage with him bodes well. Did he have too many relations? I don't know. Alright, the Ottomans are marching into the Empire. The AI, yeah, the Timmies are very scary. It's insane. And this is, we've actually defeated them, guys, as well. Like, this guy's having the game of games. Like, that's despite getting rinsed by us, thanks to the Ottomans' help. This guy's a monster, dude. Like, he's legitimately the 4th great power in the world. He's bloody #1. If you... So, you know, Ming has such an institutional issue that you discount him. He's going down, down, down the list. Well, if the institutions were even, with the exception of Ming, he would be #1. Look at this. He's beating France. He's beating the Ottomans. Despite taking an L. Like I said, this guy's... What's up with that? I don't think I've ever seen such a strong Timurids in my life, man. And he just won't stop. It's an issue, dude. Okay. So, they're ramping up. The Ottomans are ramping up a little bit. I don't see a modifier. I'm stoked with this. I do not see a negative modifier, despite being militaristic. I'm going to assume it's because my trust is so high, and we've stayed away from him. Normally that coast is alone is enough, I've noticed, guys, to offend the Ottomans. He doesn't have a mission... Uh-oh. Whatever he's done, he's got a mission to go all the way up there. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I plan to go through Hungary to Bosnia. Never mind. Never mind. We're just going to take the Carpathian Pest node. Stay away. This is already sketching me out. I'm worried that the Ottomans are going to hate this, but we got to stay away from his mission. So we're going to go up this way. This is a big win, switching this terrain from their control to our control in this war. Ag Turbo. Slow and intense, but well. I'm fighting the Empire for the first time. We're on 53 war score and ticking. And we're about to break through the mountains and the hills in the sense that they won't be in the war next time. I think here, guys, I'm just going to barrage it back when he takes it. Did you win the Genoese war before? I did. It was just slow. I did win it. People, Ottomans happy. So I used most of my favors to turn it into trust here, guys, with the Ottomans. Looks like I get 0.2 just about while currying. It's the end of the year. Let's switch back to improved relations. But that gives me less favors. I want improved relations advisor, though. Yeah. I mean, I've got a whole war to call them into. I would really like my trust to get to 100. I don't really like the idea of feeding him by promising him land at any point, because I do need to fight the Ottomans. So, at some point, we need to take all of this from them. So, I think they're strong enough, really. They might do the... Really? That's weird. I clearly don't understand EU4 that well, with the kind of end meta where it ended up. Because I wouldn't think the Mamluks could even form Egypt by just losing land, but there you go. That's interesting. Anyway, I was going to say that the Ottomans may just continue to expand south. They're so weak. So I could see him getting stronger outside of Europe in general, even if we don't feed him a single time. Am I being foolish with my diplomat? I don't think we need to do anything. PLC spy network is next month. So these guys were at 71 at some point, guys, so they're getting hurt by attrition a lot. And I'm just going to yoink the fort back. That's the plan. Spy network discovered from Austria. Horde Union is actually getting quite low, actually, for us. Better fix your unrest. Oh, rebels. Careful. Iranian rebels. Is that it? That's it. The PLC war is a year from now. So, wait, Austria? Defender of the Faith, I'm assuming. That's why his morale went up. He's the bloody Catholic Defender of the Faith. Okay, good. He's not going to be here, because he's about to lose war. Yeah, so, this is totally winnable. Without a doubt. Oh, this is interesting, guys. You can't attack the Empire while you're at war with the Emperor. But you can co-belligerent somebody inside of the Empire. We should take advantage of this. I should declare on the Ottomans, so it's December next, the Ottomans, Poland. And then if I co-belligerent Brandenburg, we can vassalize them. That's the first elector, which will vote for us once we're Catholic. That's the idea. I do not think that's intended. What do you want me to say? I mean, it's a thing. There's a million things that aren't intended. Serbian truce. Yeah, I can't F with land that the Ottomans want. This is already stressing me out enough. Let's max relations with him. Muscovy insults me. How dare you? I'm such a genuine stand-up guy. I think we can all agree. Legalism, thank you. You call us a pig? Yeah, like in Deus Ex, he called it pig. That's the insults in Deus Ex are way too harsh, guys. You know what I mean? You actually get triggered. You're like, shut up, dude. Okay, let's go this way. Whoa. Yikes. Alright. Professionalism. Just lost 5 professionalism from an event. Okay, Hungary low, Siena medium. Siena's not fighting another war though. So if it's because he's stack wiped basically. If they ever step on his fort or blockade him, he would flip low, but considering there's fog there, it's extremely difficult to discern if that would ever be the case. I know, it is strange. I'm kind of really enjoying it. Like I said, it's like got so much time in this game. It's always about having a goal. When you have a goal, like, the game can be fun, but yeah, just doing something that's so different from my point of view is cool. Guys, big brain this. Diplo point deving. We've got a ton of Diplo. You don't need to have autonomy, right? Yeah, we should dev our supply chain. We should. 91 to 80. Yeah, we can make money. We can make money. We need to go to provinces that don't have terrible, which most of them do. They're Arctic. This is money. We can start making money, guys, because we're freaking broke. Diplo gives us goods produced. Which generates trade income, and we capitalize on this, okay? Already. It's also giving us crown land, whatever that's worth. I mean, we're gonna want to keep selling where we can. I can't let these guys flood through into my nation. It's just the pits. We have to go on a hunting spree. I'm gonna try to split these guys up though for attrition reasons, and we're fighting small stacks. Go, go, go. Yeah, so next Muscovite War is the moment. I've got 2. We're gonna grab every single trade center. I'm gonna TC them. It's gonna give me an additional merchant, and I may move my trade center here. The additional merchant goes to Kiev. Crimea transfers. So this hits transfer, this hits transfer, that hits transfer. Hopefully we're rich. The Baltic, we're hoping is soon after that, right? And we just got to pray that the trade income is going to scale more than our financial deficit, because we are freaking broke and it's stressing me out. I've never been so broke, man. The broke gameplay. This run's going to require a lot of patience, guys. As you can see, it's pretty sluggish already. It's only going to get worse. There might be a point it gets better because we weaken the larger nations, but yeah. Very slow to achieve such a serious goal. Well, regrettably, we just don't seem to be able to push inside the Empire, guys. Oh man, the Ottomans really are taking... Bro, the color is so similar. I thought it was Ottoman controlled. I thought it gave the Ottomans the control. Guys, this is a shame. As you can see, I can get... These are my subjects, these 3 forts. I can take the forts and I can take Valahia, that's it. He's boxed me out. It's a big win. Careful, don't misclick. I might, in that case, if he's down to peace... He's not. No, he's not. So if I can push, it's 71 war score. Ooh. Wait, I could come up through here. I mean, there's not much more I can get anyway, guys. A few more provinces. We want to wait till this truce comes up December next year, guys. So what is that, like 14, 15 months? Something like that? 16 months? If I misclick this, I hate my life. Please don't misclick. Lock in. Okay. Gosh, the color is similar. Am I crazy? It didn't look that similar before. Now it looks damn near identical. It is darker, but it's when you zoom in, you can't tell. When you zoomed out a bit more, I can tell slightly. Gosh, that's similar color. It's this guy here. Whoa, 14%? You know what? I bet you they called a crusade. I bet you they called a crusade against the Ottomans, guys. Any Catholic is going to have a crusade modifier. Unlucky. Their morale went up a lot, more than Defender of the Faith alone. I think they called a crusade. Because the Pope's in this war. I can't see who is the Curia control as a non-Catholic, but it's statistically very likely to be the Pope. And then if it's not, it could be Castile or... Austria. I think even France is rivaling the Ottomans, so if it was France, or Venice, they'd call a crusade too. Yeah, there's no way, like, yep, crusade. It's obvious now that I thought about it. So that's the downside to calling the Ottomans to arms. Obviously, they're going to do more harm than good. They're, sorry, more good than harm. They're just so powerful, but everybody we fight has a big buff. Oh, he doesn't desire this one, guys. Alright, so he might allow me to snake up here, and in our Polish war, we can join this up. You know what I mean? To be able to walk around the mountains, that would be cool. So 71 war score. Can't see what they're up to, but they're not separate piecing anybody right now. But they seem to be disappearing into Europe. I gotta defend my country always. He's just gonna walk out east and harass me. The English are up here because they were fighting Sweden, who was not under Denmark for anybody tuning in. That's the Friend of the Faith. Wait, England? He's allied to England? He is. He was fighting England over Scotland, and now he's allied to them. Frick. They probably supported his independence. Apparently they're broke though, they're dishonor. They probably supported his independence, and then they were still friendly after the war. Just re-allied. I'd really like to not discover England. France is having a great game. I was going to say maybe England is having a bad game. Before they start colonizing, I've seen them not be a great power. Often the Timurids wouldn't even be on the list. So no, I think England's doing fine. I've seen them fall below great power status. I think they're doing fine. And then they obviously come back through colonizing and developing and stuff. I've got 10 loans out of a possible 29. 4k in debt. Oh my gosh, I'm stressing, bro. That's so much. It doesn't matter how much the gold income is improving the trade income. It's nothing on the deficit we're running. Low enthusiasm. Austria. Stepping on his capital was enough to make him go low. We've got 11 months, something like that, till the truce here. Let's keep going. Wait, this should be enough to defeat Castile. Gotta kind of defend my country as well. Ooh, they're walking deep into Europe. Exciting. It's all the way up here in Germany. I mean, with this kind of negative enthusiasm and war score from the war leader, if he sits on provinces alone, that could potentially be enough to get the enthusiasm down. I need to keep deving, guys. We should dev Kazan itself. I feel like my life depends on it. I just feel like Diplo is just not that important for us, right? So we can, for the first time, I can play like a sort of traditional game. Really fall behind on Diplo. Boosting up the trade. Like we genuinely are getting trade going. We are. Hopefully eventually we hit a critical mass. Our tax income is not great, but being under 30, over 30 would, you know, it would give us a little bit of money. I don't know if we can actually dev to that extent. If I only dev Diplo, because our options are pretty few and far between, we're going to get to a point where it's all Diplo teched out. They haven't. Somehow he went militaristic. Third ruler was militaristic. And as of right now, he doesn't have a single modifier for our land. Now, I am worried if I take Valahia, that will change. He will have a claim. But his mission, I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm going to assume it's Serbia, Balkans, Carpathia. Okay? Balkans, Carpathia. That makes sense to me. So, the idea... This is why I'm keeping Serbia allied to Muscovy, because we 100% Muscovy, get a massive truce, call them to arms with favors, don't give them any land. So by continuously doing this for the foreseeable, 45 years of truce, longer, he's not going to make any progress getting in there. Now, meanwhile, I strategically avoided Trebizond. I was nervous about getting this. I decided it was the move. I obviously avoided the Crimea, which I really want, by the way, but I'm just not going in there. And we've gotten our trust all the way up to 93. So near max. Trust is really important, especially if you don't have a subject, guys. If you have a subject, like say the Crimea was my subject, you're done. That's my experience. If they want your it's actually the reverse of how it used to be back in the day. Back in the day when it was a different mechanic, you would have a subject as a border state instead of owning the land directly. Now it's the exact opposite. If you have a subject, you're cooked. They just will get like negative 200 modifier. So his enthusiasm's actually... Wait, Castile, medium. Of course, he could be blockading his coast or something. Frankfurt, medium. Might be standing on Frankfurt, huh? No? So then if he did stand on Frankfurt, it would be over. We gotta look for... Okay, we don't need missionary strength. Come on, give me some money there from legalism, please. Just keeping an eye out for separate peace deals. I mean, medium Castile is good. Look, he's just got... Like, it doesn't even seem like it's taking a dent in his manpower, guys, the Ottomans. That's good. I'm just going to keep defending and just hope he's being somewhat productive. We need to hang out until the end of the year anyway. He took a small loss there. The rare Ottoman owl. Patience. I gotta declare war on Poland towards the end of the year. Yes, the trust is huge, I agree. That's why I've been currying favors with him since the beginning of the game. Honestly, I've got slightly less than I would like. Frankfurt is already medium. Is there any way... Nah, he's got another 3k. Somebody has to step on his country or it's just not going to happen. Obviously, Hungary is a subject. He's low, but he's a subject. Damn it. The Ottomans just don't seem to be doing it, guys. They're just hanging out in Austria. Alright. I am waiting till the end of the year to make a sleazy move, but... Okay, 9 loans. But I think we're just going to take the war score worth of clay here and call it a day. Actually breaking his alliance with Castile, just in general. Probably, right? A Habsburg, by the way. Probably just break his alliance with Castile in general, and they'll maintain a royal marriage and stuff, and maybe he won't have another strong ally like that. That might be the move. Just for future wars, because this is kind of ridiculous, and especially if we keep attacking the Empire. Okay, matter of fact... Wait, hold up. Hang on a second. Maybe we break all his allies... and we instantly attack the Empire again. That's probably the move, right? But then it's coring overextension. Yeah. I don't think so, but I mean Castile's his only strong ally anyway. So we definitely do that, and he surely would not have them if we would still have a royal marriage with them. So in like 2 years that it takes us to core. Yeah, that's something to think about in the future, but for right now. I might sell and try to dev my way up to over 20 again. So what would I use? Military points, I think, guys. It's kind of a long way to go. That feels pretty harsh. It's good for the trade income in the future. I mean, we're super far ahead in mill. I think that's what all Diplo's there for, guys. Guys, I need to embrace the Renaissance. Like, we're so broke. I need to embrace the Renaissance. So I'm really trying to juice the trade income up. That was Crown Land. I'm stuck at war, so I can't sell seas. So I'm deving my way up. That is... It's near half of my debt, but of course this deficit is really harsh. Okay, I might suck it up and go siege the capital myself. There's not much going on, and yeah, we're about to dowl the Polish War, so his enthusiasm's actually gone up. But maybe if I sit on his capital, even though we're gonna be at war with Poland, that see he's low. Okay, the truce is December. There's no rebel factions. I'm over. This is governing capacity is a big issue. We have Port House coming, but of course my admin, I need the CCR ASAP, and we need to core things. This is intense, man. I reckon this construction cost and time will go for courthouses. I just hope we have some money to invest into the country. Wait, he lost! Holy crap! Look at them here! So he attacked into the Highlands. I mean, I didn't lose any war score because we've overkilled it. But that was crazy. So they're all here, huh? Okay, we're just trying to hang out for December and we're piecing. I want to maintain the Ottomans so that I can see if it goes down with the desired land. Whoa. Whoa. He's actually making good progress on the capital. Holy crap. Ow. He breached the walls. 24-day siege, by the way, from the Ottomans. Okay, let's go bring our siege general in there. There's the Polish truce. Okay. Here we go. This is scaring me, bro. So, we're all believers that the Ottomans will join the war retroactively? Oh, boy. That's going to artificially increase his enthusiasm because we're at war with this as well. And now I'm looking to peace out Austria, but this is so tempting, and that's going to upset him as well if he loses those troops. Yep, he just got rinsed. Oh! Wow, we're blessed up. And Castile was here as well. Wow, dude. Okay, don't misclick. Okay, that was so blessed up, dude. What the hell? Okay, I actually feel so lucky, man. It's very rare that I feel so lucky. That's awesome. Okay, that's including the Castilian alliance break. Guess we don't need that. Those are the forts. Ugh, I really wanted to link this up because we're about to take this from Poland. One off, eh? Damn. That's okay. In that case, this is a liability, so I'll stay back here. Truce isn't going to matter because we're going to attack the Empire, so take what money between myself and the Ottomans. I'm scared to look, but it looks okay as of right now. It might update. Honestly, this fort goes, and we will maintain these forts. Those are beautiful forts as a frontier into Europe. Okay. Beautiful. I'm 1 off the CCO, so that's 5 land maintenance. That's nothing to scoff at. That benefits us. Okay, the Ottomans have military access from Poland. I expect to see a call to arms. I hope so. I mean, look, this is harsh. They don't have a crusade. We outtech them. Like, if I was on my own, because of the war goal, which is battles, and we've got a crazy good siege ability, this is winnable. It's winnable, but in order to 100% them and vassalize Brandenburg, which is what I'd love to do, we'd need the Ottomans' help. So I expect to see the call to arms. We border Serbia. I mean, that's good in the future, but for right, there's no way I go to Serbia. Maybe if we decide, like, it's time to turn against the Ottomans, we can start, depending on their personality type, instead of breaking my alliance, I could push the envelope. Like, I could go into Crimea, I could go into Serbia. We'll see. The gold there would be nice. Yeah, he literally has military access, so he should break that, and we should see the pop-up call to arms. Okay, the Polish War. I want to border Bohemia, and then it's got to be. Honestly, it's got to be trade centers, right? We got to make money through trade. Oh, that's... For some reason I thought that was his. Okay. I mean, bordering Brandenburg, who's about to be my vassal? Yeah, boxing out the Germans as they decline. Polish, I'm talking about. Just box everybody out, for sure. Take his capital. That would be a Krakow merchant. No way. It's like the dream peace deal. That's every one in the Polish node apart from Koln, which is owned by the Teutons. Yeah, that would be a merchant. Okay, take forts. I essentially did. He's got the woods fort there. It's the only one we're not taking. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to get rid of this fort. Like, we've got this one, and the frontier's going to be pushed all the way up. We've got to stop paying for fort maintenance where we can. I wish this was real. That's from raising, of course. Yeah, so this is where I really wish we had that extra 10% reduced AE, guys, because this is just nuts. But it's between truce. It's between nations not knowing about us. Unfortunately, because we fought these guys through Burgundy, we discovered them, and they're now independent because the lowlands were demanded. So they're going to be upset with us, but it's pretty low. They're very far away. Okay, Ottomans. Whenever you're ready, I want to see that call to arms, baby. So he's already going to stop the coring down here, but, I mean, that's what these forts are good for, right? What size is our loans now? Almost 500. These were our most recent state-of-the-art loans, which are now smaller. Let me see it. Let me see the cold arms, and then you defend the cell for me, Ottomans. Let me see it, baby. Ottomans, you're scaring me. You're the chosen one. You were meant to be the chosen one. Where's the cooled arms, baby? I got 2 wars we can call them to. Spy network discovered. Frick. It's the military access, guys. He's got to cancel it at some point. Come on, baby. So, like that, he can't cancel it while he's in their territory. But how are they even in there? They should be exiled. Like, he walked back into the territory. So he's griefing. There's no reason to be in there. Frick. Okay. We're on our own right now. I didn't check governing capacity before coring. Okay, don't be stupid, Mum. Come on. That's something we gotta manage. Gotta unstate these partial states. It's okay to be over. I've already done the damage. That affected my admin efficiency. This is actually slow to core. There's no point canceling though. It takes like 3 years. Yeah, oopsie. My fault. Look, he's actually griefing, guys. He's just walking into their territory. But why? Now he's coming back. Stupid. So we're on our own right now. But we should see... That will be the supply chain one day. I'm going to do base production. Okay, diplomats. If I can ever get to peace, we want to see allying Ming. Oh! Oh! France, who is very scary, by the way, is attacking Austria indirectly. No, directly! That's Austrian province. Interesting. So we were speculating if he would let me attack the Empire in dishonor. Okay, so his attitude is crazy high. Like, he hates us. But we'll see. Interesting. I think maybe that was enough to send Austria into decline. Like, obviously Castile's gone. France is going to be the final boss, though, I think. No. Okay. I'm not even max stability, by the way. Shoot. But we're so in need of admin right now. Shoot. How important is reform progress for us? This is devastating. It's got to be stabbed, right? Cavalry cost. That would save us some good money. It's got to be stability. Frick, we're very unstable. Okay. That was costly. That slows us down a lot. Alright, I think the Ottomans have finally finished derping around in here. We should see all arms pop up. I think he's out of the territory, it looks like it at least. And he started his own war. Against hers, by the way. That's interesting. I wonder if he can... He's obviously got CB there. And he... So he's fighting Venice. Probably guaranteeing hers. That's interesting. It's almost like he declared a war to something he can't core, but he can obviously... I assume he can core Venetian land, who's honoring the alliance. Okay, we got trolled. We got trolled. This is sketching me out. I'm on my own right now. He could join even though he's fighting another war. He's in debt. It's close. Maybe rep advisor. We gotta see if just the military access goes away. I'm on my own, guys. Frick! He griefed! Okay, unlucky. We'll see. I might be genuinely on my own, which means vassalizing Brandenburg is... Okay, dude. is probably not on the cards. There's no way I can defend all three. Maybe if I split my army up. The Germans are on Tech 8. There's the Polish. Are you... There it is. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, they get a crusade, it's worth it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Thank freaking goodness. It took them like... It took them a year. I declared in December last year, guys. And it's the end of September. I mean, it took them like 10 months to figure it out. It's pretty much free loyalty of the Horde, which gives us cavalry cost reduction. Okay, just like that, they all run, so we're at least coring. I just want to take this and defend the north. Go, 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 go. The Ottomans are fighting Venice and hers at the same time, but he'll fight it all. Easy. Okay, on that note, guys, we're going to call the stream there. Thanks for watching. That was dramatic. So I've got to manage the governing capacity. We're downsizing. So our force limit isn't really going to go up. You know what I mean? We're around 50. Yeah, this is going to give us a merchant from the Krakow node, which I guess will just be like a humble collect in Kiev. The big one for the economy is going to be the next Muscovite War. The next Muscovite War, we take every single trade center in Muscovy, trading company it, move our trade capital there, transfer Kazan in, transfer everything in that we're collecting in. Hopefully, just like our last move, big gains. The trade went, this session, this stream, the trade went from like 4 income a month to like 21. And honestly, this is looking pretty good by our standard, right? So just like last time, it's like you start getting somewhere financially, and then we got the institution. We have to do the Renaissance. Speaking of the Renaissance, Polish land is all good for the Renaissance, attacking Sweden or the Empire, attacking Muscovy when the truce comes down. We're all expanding into the Renaissance, so we're going to get it around like 1500, something like that. Yeah. Thank you, Aaron Legend, for watching. I appreciate that. I'm allowing myself to fall behind in Diplo. I think developing the supply chain, I would absolutely love if we could get some naval tradition from something. You know, there is something. It's actually create a fleet. I mean, that's ridiculous, though. 30 galleys, 10 heavy ships. We're never gonna... trading companies give you naval force on it, don't they? Yeah. We're going to have to try to have some kind of navy, guys, as a horde. The naval tradition would be amazing for the economy, but I do have to eventually go into the UK and stuff, so I don't know. It's exciting stuff, though, breaking our way into Europe. And next session, we're going to be attacking the Empire to basically attack, in this case, Hungary, aka the Emperor's subject, again, without worrying about the truce. I will say that a lot of Catholic nations now know about us, but it's certainly it's a far cry from all of them, right? Like, it's only a few. Even Milan, if we don't click on them, doesn't know about us. This is great. So we're going to just rinse the Austrians, who are currently fighting for their life against the French. So I think they're really vulnerable. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. Fun game. See you later. See you tomorrow if you can make it.